Coming up on today's show, Tesla hits a market cap of $100 billion as we prepare for Model Y to start deliveries well ahead of schedule next month. Sono Motors announces it's managed to successfully raise more than €50 million in crowdfunding in just 50 days. And Will Smith goes undercover in a Porsche Taycan on Lyft to promote Bad Boys for Life. These stories and more coming next. Welcome back to another news roundup show from all of us here at Transport Evolved. We are super excited to hit the road for Fully Charged Live in Austin, Texas next weekend. So make sure you stick around until the end of the show if you haven't already got your tickets to find out how you can get 15% off. And we'll see you there. Today's show is sponsored by the Electric Auto Association. Find out how you can accelerate the electrification of transportation today by heading to electricauto.org. Today's show is also sponsored by the 4th annual Carbon Exchange raffle. You've just got 3 weeks to get your hands on a ticket for your chance to win a Tesla of your dreams. So do stick around until the end of the show and I'll tell you how to buy one. It's been less than a year since Elon Musk took to the stage at Tesla's Hawthorne Design Studio and showed the world the Tesla Model Y SUV for the very first time. And this week, we got more evidence than ever before that we're going to see the start of deliveries for Model Y in just a few weeks. According to various online sources, not to mention many more Model Y sightings in the wild than we've ever seen before, Tesla is now actively reaching out to early reservation holders in some key markets to brief them on final payment and delivery of their dream car. Tesla's said nothing officially yet, but wouldn't it be great to see a Model Y pop up at Fully Charged Live in Austin next week? I'm just saying, in case you're watching, Elon. Volkswagen has long maintained that it wants to be the king of the electric vehicle world in just a few years' time. But an analyst from Wood Mackenzie suggested last week in a report what many of us feared, that Volkswagen's goals are pretty much unachievable. The analyst suggests that it believes Volkswagen is capable of reaching a cumulative total of 14 million electric vehicles manufactured by the end of 2028. That's far less than the 28 million EVs that Volkswagen hopes to make in the same period. However, despite the analyst's lower predictions, this would still make Volkswagen the largest maker of EVs by the end of the decade. On paper, at least. It's no secret that Mercedes-Benz has pushed back launch of the EQC in the US to next year. But a news report from Manager magazine in Germany this week suggests the company is about to halve its global EQC production as well, due to a shortage of batteries from its chosen supplier, LG Chem. LG Chem is often blamed for battery shortages and low electric vehicle production figures. After all, it's caused problems for Hyundai and Kia in the past, as well as other automakers too. But this report is being disputed. Refuting the article, Mercedes-Benz says it's committed to meeting its EQC production target of 50,000 units this year. Sono Motors, the electric car startup that's planning on bringing an all-electric family hatchback to market, complete with photovoltaic panels embedded in its bodywork and V2G compatibility, has managed what some thought was impossible. It's raised more than €53 million in crowdfunding in just 50 days. The crowdfunding drive came about when Sono Motors decided its company goals were not in line of those for a potential private investor, and they instead turned to crowdfunding to help raise the money needed to bring the Sono Scion to production. Only time will tell if the funds are enough, but we wish Sono Motors and the innovative and unique Scion all the best in its race to market. The price that people pay to fill up their electric car at high-powered rapid charging stations has always been a hot topic in the EV world, especially when charging at home overnight is generally really affordable. But in Europe, charging provider Ionity has caused the biggest charging infrastructure backlash I've ever seen by announcing it will switch from an €8 per session fee for charging at rapid charging stations to around 80 cents per kilowatt hour from January 31st. This makes some rapid charging sessions in some markets, like Norway, more expensive than filling up with petrol. Most EV owners I've spoken to are already planning a boycott. Sri Lanka is probably not the first country you think of when it comes to electric vehicles, or indeed the auto industry as a whole. But at this year's Geneva Motor Show, Sri Lankan firm Vega will present the country's first all-electric supercar, the Vega EVX. Absolutely stunning in its design, I think there are hints of Bugatti Veyron at the rear, the EVX features twin 350 kilowatt electric motors, a sprint time of 3.1 seconds and a list price of $250,000 US. That's a lot more than most of us can afford, but with those looks and specs, you know someone's going to want to buy one. Tesla had its best ever week on the stock market this week, raising its share price to almost $600 US per share. In addition to making plenty of Tesla fans happy, what some say was a short squeeze resulted in Tesla's market cap going over $100 billion US. This not only made Tesla the second most valuable automaker in the world by market cap, but it also triggered a handsome compensation package for Elon Musk that had relied on Tesla's market cap, crossing that magic $100 billion mark. As Tesla's final quarter 2019 results are due next week, and generally we're expecting them to be pretty positive, I think that share price could stay high for some time. Cruise, the autonomous vehicle startup now owned by GM, surprised everyone this week by unveiling an all-electric autonomous vehicle called the Cruise Origin. Boxy in its design, the all-electric robo-taxi is quite different to the specially modified Chevrolet Bolt EVs that Cruise has been using to test its fleet, not to mention the prototype Bolt EVs that it had showcased previously with no steering wheels or control pedals. While it's not clear if we'll see the Origin enter into service anytime soon, it does show that when you remove the need for a bonnet, the hood, and the need for driver controls, most ride-sharing autonomous vehicle designs seem to default to the same concept: a boxy, boring electric capsule that seats 6 people. And now it's time for short shorts. Sandy Munro, the engineering consultant who has made a career out of providing accurate cost breakdowns of competitors' cars for the auto industry, says that he believes Tesla's tooling costs for Cybertruck could be about 1/5 of the industry norm, thanks to the vehicle's simplistic design and lack of paint. That is a massive CapEx expenditure saving. Canoo has opened the waitlist for its subscription-based, everything included, box-like EV. Customers on what Canoo is calling the first wave will be able to earn points based on Tesla-like referral systems, with more points resulting in the person with those points getting a higher place on the waiting list. Investor-backed sustainability non-profit Ceres has launched a new alliance this week specifically to accelerate corporate fleet transitions to electric vehicles. DHL, Amazon, AT&T, Direct Energy, Genetec, IKEA North America and Siemens are all among its founding pledging members. BMW is said to be readying an almost production-ready i4 electric car for reveal at the upcoming Geneva Motor Show this spring. BMW has been teasing video of the i4 prototypes undergoing testing for many months now, so I'm curious to see how much longer it's going to take before we see that vehicle in production. Clarifying a story from last week, Tesla officially rebutted claims of unintended acceleration in its vehicles on Monday. It's claiming that the petition to NHTSA, which called for an investigation into the matter at the first place, was, quote, completely false, and it was arranged by a short seller. I've looked at the evidence and it does seem to suggest Tesla is right in its assertions. The co-founder and CTO of Cruise, Kyle Vogt, has called on regulators to change the way that the competency of autonomous vehicles are tested. Currently, the California DMV posts what it calls disengagement data as some kind of yardstick, but Vogt argues that the data is too subjective, as a disengagement event could simply be a nervous driver taking over when they don't feel the car is going to drive safely. Tesla has tweaked the pricing on its solar roof products in the US, reducing the price of some of its solar products and introducing a referral program, like it had for its cars, to encourage existing customers to sign up their friends, family and co-workers. It's also expanded solar roof sales into many new US markets. President Donald Trump was in Davos this week and, while he was there, dropped some praise on Elon Musk, marvelling at SpaceX and Tesla. During an interview with CNN, he noted Musk would be building a large factory in the US soon, but didn't say what that factory would make. But then he also said America needed to protect inventors like the inventor of the wheel, so I've got nothing. Mercedes-Benz has announced its plans to bring an all-electric municipal vehicle to market based on the e-Canto. Called the e-Econic, the municipal vehicle will most likely be used as a trash bin, or a bin lorry if you happen to be from the UK like I am. Traditionally, US astronauts being taken to the launch pad have been transported in large Astro minivans. But ahead of the SpaceX manned missions, NASA has confirmed that SpaceX flights will use Teslas as their vehicles of choice to get astronauts to the pad, specifically white Model X's. The Volkswagen ID.4 is now confirmed to be on the list of vehicles getting revealed at the upcoming New York Motor Show. The ID.4, which we've seen in various camouflaged guises, will likely enter into limited production next year in the US. The latest J.D. Power Mobility Confidence Index study published this week suggests that consumer confidence remains pretty low for both electric and autonomous vehicles. For a third quarter in a row, EVs scored a 55% confidence from buyers, while autonomous vehicles managed just 36% confidence. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos has been in India promoting the company's new fleet of delivery vehicles. They're all-electric auto rickshaws. It's not clear, though, how many auto rickshaws will be built or who will build them, and some of people are now calling this a publicity stunt as a consequence. Lucid has announced that it's now accepting pre-reservations from Europeans for its Lucid Air electric sedan. We'll see the production Air get its reveal at the New York Motor Show, so it's not too long to wait if you're interested in finding out more before you put down that pretty hefty deposit. The University of Warwick in the UK has developed a new method for accurately testing old electric car battery packs to determine if they're healthy enough for use in second life projects. Previously, testing took 2 to 3 hours per pack, but the new method has reduced this to just 3 minutes. The best cure to EV range anxiety is, wait for it, owning an EV. That's according to a new study from AAA, which said that even though owning an EV is still slightly more expensive overall than a gasoline-powered model, range anxiety just completely vanishes when you own a car and get used to charging it. I'm really sorry for the sarcasm, but this one kind of feels obvious. Nissan and Uber have signed a deal in the UK to help Uber drivers dump the pump and turn their car all electric. It's all part of Uber's goal of making all of its London trips zero emission by 2025. Nissan will offer discounts on up to 2,000 Nissan Leafs at below market rate for Uber drivers to either rent or buy. While interest in Tesla is surging, sales data from the end of last year shows that other automakers are strangely struggling to sell EVs. If I'm honest, though, this is down to a lack of interest from automakers, dealer apathy, and sadly, a metric butt ton of disinformation that suggests other EVs aren't fit for purpose, when they are. Batteries removed from Volkswagen Passat GTE plug-in hybrids, 50 in total, have now been pushed into service in a Second Life project in Hamburg, Germany, where they're going to be used as a static storage system for high-power electric buses. Helping MAN Truck and Bus avoid surge charges from the local power company is the end goal. And those are your shorts. There will be more next time. For those who smoke, deciding to give up smoking can be a life-changing event. And alongside the health and social benefits of not smoking, the savings from not buying tobacco products can be massive. And for those who successfully quit, putting that saved money to another use, like a family vacation, is the usual timely reward. But one couple in Ireland decided to use the money saved from not smoking to give up another kind of emissions too, putting the €840 a month they were spending on cigarettes into getting a brand new Tesla Model 3 Performance. Well done them! And finally, if you order a Lyft or maybe an Uber, you're more likely than ever before to get an electric car picking you up, thanks to big pushes from both companies as they're eager to clean up their fleets. But how about a Porsche Taycan driven by Will Smith? Well, that's exactly what 4 Lyft customers in Miami got last weekend when the actor went undercover to promote his latest film, Bad Boys for Life. Smith picked up customers in a brand new Porsche Taycan Turbo S, FaceTimed with one passenger's girlfriend, who he'd been told was a fan of the original Bad Boys movies, and had other passengers practice their best cop impressions. The film is currently in theatres, although I'm not sure if the Taycan is in it. How would you like to get a Tesla for just $250? Well, if that sounds like fun, why not enter the 4th annual carbon raffle from Climate Exchange, today's main show sponsor? They are a fantastic nonprofit working across the US to implement smart policies that impact our planet for the better. And we've teamed up with them to tell you all about their annual carbon raffle. This year, the raffle is bigger and better than ever before. And if you follow the link here to buy a ticket for $250, you might win a brand new Tesla of your dreams, taxes included, or runners-up prizes of either $10,000 or $5,000. The raffle draw is in just 3 weeks on Valentine's Day, and tickets are limited. So make sure you get yours today or risk missing out. You'll find full terms and conditions on the Climate Exchange website, but the raffle is sadly only open to US residents. Sorry. Thanks also go to the Electric Auto Association for their sponsorship of today's News Roundup show. The EAA has been advocating for electric vehicles since 1967 and firmly believes that our future depends on us all making the switch to clean, green electric cars today. You can find out how to join, become a local EV educator, attend local monthly meetups, or just talk to EV owners about making the switch to electric by going to electricauto.org. And finally, lest we not forget, we're leaving here in just 2 days to drive to Austin, Texas for Fully Charged Live USA. I cannot think of any better way to spend February 1st and 2nd, and if you can, I would love you to join the Transport Evolved team and attend this fantastic event. Robert Llewellyn and the rest of the Fully Charged crew will be there, along with YouTubers you know and love, including 2Bit Da Vinci, Now You Know, Rich Rebuilds, Everyday Astronaut, and Joe from Answers with Joe. There's even going to be an EV1 in attendance. Yeah, an EV1. Head to the link here and you can get 15% off your ticket by entering TE 2019 in the discount window. As usual, if you'd like to help us make more videos like this, please do like, comment and subscribe. Send us a couple of dollars our way every month through Patreon. Buy something from our swag store. And if you fancy it, send us a coffee with Ko-fi, as we're going to be covering 2,400 miles or thereabouts in the coming week, and then the same the following week. We're certainly going to be using that for coffee and food while we drive. I'll be back with another show, but until then, thanks for joining me, and don't forget to be better, kinder, and smarter with one another. Keep evolving.